Hey, D-Sauce, Azir Main here, and why is there no League of Legends Iceberg video yet? So I wanted to use Vsauce music for the whole video, but it's copyrighted so I can't. Let's quickly get a few things out of the way first. Yes, I am late to the trend, but nobody's done it in English yet.
It's free real estate.
The iceberg I used was made by this guy, Amumu Cartoons. What a weird username. Whatever. All of his links are in the description. Okay, what else do I gotta say here? Let's see. Oh, right. If I get anything wrong, feel free to put it in the comments. There was a lot of things I had to look up and there's no way I got everything right. Also, I don't follow pro League of Legends at all, so there's a very good chance that I got a lot of that stuff wrong. What else? Important links in the description. And the last thing. Me and the boys got together to add a few things that we thought were missing, and moved a few around. Alright, let's get into it. Champions with no feet, buying boots. This refers to the meme that a lot of champions shouldn't actually have to buy boots, like Syndra, Corki, and Cassiopeia. But Riot fixed that one.
Cass's new passive grants her movement speed per level, but this doesn't stack with boots. In fact, she's not even allowed to buy boots in the shop. She can't wear them. How is she going to put them on?
Champion dance references. A lot of the time, a champion's dance animation will reference something else. If you want to know some more, the full video is linked in the description. Garen and Katarina. Although I'm not sure when it started, it was hinted at quite often by Riot, and this voice line alone confirms it.
Though it brings me no joy, I must kiss you, smite you. I must smite you. You know what? Never mind.
Smite on D or F. Ah yes, the long debate on which key that flash should go on. Here's the clip that it's probably referring to.
Do you have smite on D or F?
Well, guys, of course it is smite on D. It's F for flash. It always has been.
Also, I found the statistic that shows which button is more popular for flash in which region. And also, I found it really amusing that in Russia, 9% of people just don't use flash. In Russia, we don't need flash.
Пидорасов, сука, блядь!
Dota or LoL. Whenever there's two similar games, people will always try to prove that their favorite version is the better one. It also generates a lot of YouTube content. Sion's lower jaw is a Jarvan crown. Yep, that's a thing. Varus is made of two gay guys. That is also a thing. There's a music video about it. Annie and Amumu. Now, I'm no lore expert, but I think it works like this. Amumu can't have friends because his curse kills people, but Annie is immune, so they're friends. Twisted Treeline. Twisted Treeline was the map for the 3v3 game mode. Because the map was old and buggy, Riot removed it from the game in November of 2019. You know, instead of updating it. But hey, at least we got two icons and an emote. Thanks for looking out, Riot. Thanks. Man, I miss this map.
Tons of damage.
Tons of damage is a meme because Freak always says it in the champion spotlights.
Deal tons of damage. And deal tons of damage, dealing tons of damage, while dealing tons of damage, dealing tons of damage. Dish out tons of damage, and then smacks me for tons of damage.
The Suicide Frog was added in the Season 5 Summoner's Rift update. He also appeared in Nico's trailer.
Careful! Why are you sad, friend?
The Hunt is On is an event that can trigger between Kha'Zix and Rengar on opposing teams. If Kha'Zix wins, he can evolve his 4th ability, and if Rengar wins, he gets an extra stack on his passive. The meme 200 Years was created when a Rioter tweeted it to defend the Wukong rework. And Jesus Christ, did that backfire. Remember Ardent Sensor meta?
Rushing Ardent Sensor on the support.
When the whole game revolved around which support would get it first.
To have Ardent Sensor, the Ardent Sensor race.
Yeah, that was fun.
Interesting thing about the meta coming into Worlds, where we have more of these Ardent Sensor late game comp.
And something tells me we're about to see another one of those. Shelly is the unofficial name given by the LCK English broadcasters to the first Rift Herald that spawns each game. Animation cancels are a technique used to make it harder for your opponent to react to an ability. I don't really know why it's on here. Maybe because it's a meme with Riven mains and stuff, I don't know. Star Guardian Urgot has been a meme for pretty much as long as Star Guardian has been a thing, and on April Fool's 2020, our wishes came true.
Since I'm last, I'll just drop a later, bitch.
Can't Killian the Zillion is an old League of Legends animation. Elo Hell is an excuse people would use to say that they can't get out of their rank because of their teammates. Elo Heaven being the complete opposite. Twisted Treeline is on here a second time, for some reason. It still hurts. Lux skins are Riot's moneymaker. This isn't a very hard conclusion to come across, considering that Elementus Lux is one of the most popular skins of all time. Announcer packs. The League of Legends announcers often change during certain events, like Ari during the Invasion event, or Gangplank during his rework. And at one point, even the casters.
Dominating with style. Quadra kill! Get him to Penta!
During December, Riot would often implement a snowy version of Summoner's Rift. And I guess they had a decent excuse not to when they were making the elemental dragon changes to the map. But this year, you know, they just didn't. Probably because it doesn't make any money. But don't worry boys, the community saves the day again. You can download a custom skin. LOL Hentai is a website. That's all you need to know. Fun fact, for most of 2019, Zoe was in the top 5 most searched champions for these websites, and peaked at top 3. God, this community has a problem. Teemo is annoying. Can't argue with that, that's what he was designed for. She's too tanky refers to a clip where Xpeke missed all his skill shots and then said she was too tanky.
Nah, fuck that shit, man. He's too tanky.
Here's to you, kid.
This voice line refers to Joe, who through the Make-A-Wish Foundation was able to visit Riot Games and help create the Jaximus skin. Tyler 1 is a streamer known for being extremely toxic, getting indefinitely banned, and eventually reforming. BF Sword is a reference to the BFG 9000 from Doom, which would make it stand for Big Sword, but Riot won't tell you that.
I'm done making League of Legends videos.
In 2015, DUNKEY decided to stop playing and making League of Legends videos. For quite a while, he wasn't enjoying the game anymore, and getting banned for insulting someone who was inting a ranked game was just the straw that broke the camel's back. But don't worry, he's doing just fine. Aurelia's ass. The Frostblade Aurelia skin was always known for its unique art style, and Riot made sure to keep it that way in the rework. Brand buff. Yeah, one of the boys made me add this one, but I gotta agree with them, Brand isn't very fun to play against. As far as I can tell, Taric being gay has never actually been confirmed by Riot. But it's not a very hard conclusion to come across. Also, the community often ships him with Ezreal.
You have just Faker nightmares. You wake up in a cold sweat. You're like, Faker's behind me.
I know, right? I'm like, even though I only have a mat on the floor, I think he's in the bed. Oh, Faker may be in trouble here. Deathmark tries to clean it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse. Look at the moves. Faker, what was that?
Faker with a huge play, the QSS.
I can't believe I just saw
he
that.
He actually won that duel.
I can't believe that happened.
Telecom just charges into the KT Bullets base.
An Insec is a combo used by Lee Sin players in order to knock an enemy into their team. The combo was popularized and then named after Insec.
Let's take a look at this right now. So Insec just going to go ahead and bounce with the Q. Look at the ward and then immediately back. He's like the geometry that runs through this guy's head.
Wow. Cassiopeia's E, Twin Fang, does bonus damage and heals her if the target is already poisoned. She can apply poison herself with her Q or W, but a few other champions also have compatible poison. Ezreal and Lux have basically been confirmed to be a thing, but only one way, because he's never actually talked to her.
Are we supposed to be dating or something? We've never even talked.
Nunubot is a skin that's known for its annoying laugh. Dominion is another game mode that was removed. I didn't play that one very much, but I'm sure there's a lot of people Riot let down with that one too. Riven being the one that killed Yasuo's master is a very popular theory. At the time of the event, Riven was part of Noxus, and the second half of her ult is called Wind Slash. If you clicked on this video, you should know this one. Rito is a nickname that the community has given to Riot. The old jungle items had enchantments, which were basically just items that were really gold efficient, and at times some of them were really broken. Kiori was a League of Legends YouTuber, but he now focuses on other games and goes by the name Barney64. In the League community, he was kinda known for taking the Donkey clone joke a little too personally.
For responding to trolls like a animal, and handling the, oh, you copied Donkey poorly. We all copied Donkey.
Congrats on almost 1 million, by the way. Uberdanger is a YouTuber that is best known for stuff like this. And this. Recently, he's been making video essays on other games, and you should really go check them out, they're awesome. Tencent is the company that owns Riot Games, and while I don't know how much they interfere with the game, I'm pretty sure they prefer skin sales over game balance.
Okay.
Picking a ranged top laner is generally frowned upon by the top lane community because it's annoying. What? Garen and Katarina's on here a second time too. People who would intentionally feed games would oftentimes also buy 6 tiers. But now you can only buy 1, so nobody will ever troll again. Lollipoppy is a skin known for being extremely creepy, and they even referenced it in the rework. Don't chase Singed is a meme, but it's genuinely good advice. It's even regarded as the #1 rule of League of Legends. Now if only people would apply it to Shaco as well. Lulu and Veigar aren't officially a thing, it's just pretty popular amongst the community. Originally in Lucian's trailer, Senna looked different. I really don't know why KDA is on here, I shouldn't have to tell you what it is. It was probably one of the most profitable things Riot's ever done. True Damage is Riot's attempt at another music group, but I'm pretty sure they gave up on it. Now I don't think that there's much truth to this theory, but you can't deny that they try to keep popular champions viable. Riot Games is no stranger to controversy surrounding harassment. Oh, and look at that, again already. This artwork hints at the fact that Jarvan could just be LeBlanc in disguise, although as far as I know, no specific time frame has been confirmed in the lore. I'm pretty sure this is just referring to Xpeke's iconic backdoor.
Those super minions in the base, you can see there's coming in there. Peke's desperately on towards the Nexus. Kevin is going to be able to get towards him. He's trying to do it, but meanwhile they're in the base. Yellowstar's trying to defend them in the base. Peke's trying to take the Nexus down. Is anyone going to be able to deal with this one? Catches him with another axe. He's very low. They're pushing on the Nexus to his Peke's back to back. I do not believe it. Peke's stuck in there. Catching it. Takes down the Nexus.
The name Nashor is an anagram of Roshan, which is basically Dota's version of Baron. This references the joke the community made about the first African-American champion having an ult that's just a drive-by. There's a theory that Nocturne is Zed from the future, when he gets completely taken over by the shadows. Also, the splash arts from Nocturne and Shockblade Zed overlap convincingly well. Pentakill is the first band created by Riot Games. It's comprised of Mordekaiser, Karthus, Yorick, Olaf, Sona, and Kayle. The tank meta always seems to find its way back into League, whether it's with the original Force of Nature, the Cinderhulk jungle enchantment, or recently with Sunfire. Every once in a while tanks seem to find a way to break the game. Over the course of League's lifespan, there are a lot of scrapped champions. Most of them end up getting revamped and released. The most well-known probably being Ao Shin, eventually turning into Aurelion Sol. There's an interaction with Fizz Ultimate, where if the Shark last hits a small enemy champion, it will not leave a corpse behind. Team Siren was an all-female esports team. The marketing wasn't great and it got memed on pretty hard by the community.
But 90% of the community is shitty men. But not anymore, dickhead.
It's called leashing because back in the day, the laners were able to hit the buff once, which would draw aggro for a few seconds, allowing the jungler to get a few free hits in. A dubstep ignite is a technique created by Uberdanger, where you kill the enemy with the first tick of your ignite, and it looks a little something like this. Map skins are a feature that the community's been asking for forever, and we used to get slight changes or even the winter map, but not anymore. But there are community-made map skins. You used to be able to build ability power on Master Yi, and it was very broken. The SKT dynasty refers to the time where SKT would win everything. Professor Milk was a YouTuber who has since stopped making YouTube videos. He made guides that were very well edited, but they weren't always very helpful or serious. Apparently, everybody f***ing hates Vayne, and it's an easy source of likes. Valorant has quite a few League of Legends Easter eggs in it, like the Shreeman crest on Sage's shirt, the Scuttle Shack, the Tom Kench bench, and even though this one's not a League reference, I'm adding it anyways. A sniper case and a jar of Girardi.
Ah, piss.
You used to be able to buy enchantments for your boots, but they removed that and gave everyone home guards at 20 minutes. I kinda miss them though. My favorites were Alacrity and Furrer. That one. There was once a bug that would affect Karthus and Taliyah jungle. It was some sort of build-up that would eventually cause the game to crash. The funniest part about it was it also happened during a professional game, and not even Riot's Chrono Break system was able to rewind the game.
ALCS, Taliyah and Karthus can both be played, but crucially, the mid lane Karthus with Smite, with the Nunu strategy, Taliyah jungle, both of those are actually no longer available.
I assume this refers to the project featured game mode. Overcharge was a project-themed game mode where players could only pick from a handful of ADCs. Ascension was a game mode released alongside Azir. You needed to collect 200 points to win, which you could get through killing champions or claiming relics. You could also kill a Xerath boss in the middle of the map to become Ascended. It was extremely fun and the best damn game mode to ever grace League of Legends. The theory that Jinx and Vi are sisters has been around for ages. It was also further hinted at with Jinx's splash art, which has a destroyed version of Vi's background in it. It was also basically confirmed through the Arcane trailer, the animated series which was sadly delayed into 2021. From what I've gathered, Vortic is just a troll, but he's actually really good at it. Loser's Queue basically means the matchmaking system is trying to put you in a game that you will lose. There was a study done on some EA games that actually have a system like this in place. The idea behind it is that you're more likely to quit a game if you only win or only lose. I have a video linked in the description that extensively explains this concept.
In this video, I'm going to show you real proof from a scientific paper that Loser's Queue is a real thing, and why companies do it.
Summoners are a scrapped part of the lore. Summoners would be the people controlling the champions in the League of Legends. You can see some summoners in the original trailer for the game. I'm actually really glad this got scrapped because I think it's a really dumb idea. Doombots is a co-op versus AI game mode where the bots have extremely overpowered abilities. In 2016 it was also revamped featuring a giant Teemo boss. From time to time it was also part of the rotating game modes. Soraka's auto attacks resemble bananas. Not only does the community love this meme, but Riot has also thoroughly embraced it. Disco Heat was a League of Legends YouTuber best known for his League of Children series. Although my favorite videos were always the Rengar ADC ones. His last video explains that he no longer wants to make content for this channel. He still streams League on Twitch though. Save the Manatee is a non-profit organization that Riot partnered with for the first ever Earth Day. Originally, League of Legends was going to be named League of Legends Clash of Fates. On April Fool's 2011, Lee Sin got a joke champion spotlight.
Lee Sin is a ranged melee, tanky DPS, assassin, mage, tank, support, jungler. He excels at everything. Lee Sin's hidden passive is blindness. Your entire screen is blurry while playing him at all times. So I walk up to an enemy champion and use Dragon's Rage to kick it into the enemy nexus, immediately destroying it and winning the game.
Zone Chaos Amumu and Blitzcrank were two skins that were cancelled and they never actually left PBE. Cody POV is a YouTuber that made standard highlight videos, and some parodies here and there. His YouTube channel doesn't seem to be very active anymore. On Howling Abyss, when feeding a Poro 10 snacks, they will explode into 8 smaller ones. This was made easier on patch 6.12 because getting first hurt would reward everyone on the team with an extra Poro snack. On November 22nd, 2012, none other than the legend video game DUNKEY had found the secret to Riot Games.
Riot Games, Riot, Riot Bread, Rise. Which brings me to my conclusion, folks. Skarner, Irelia, Nasus, Gangplank, Elise, and Darmies. Riot Games is owned and operated by Singe. Thank you. Live all week.
Deman and Joe Miller are casters, and I think they're on here because they would mess up from time to time and it was funny.
Pull it out. We'll see how cool this is. This is going to be an interesting one. Jump on Twitter and tell us who you
So many times before there's a barrel taking Pecky down to half. He dodges the Q out of Chuck, but can he get away from the rest? That was a replay. I'm casting over a replay, getting all excited about it.
Sion before his rework was a really bad champion, but he did have a targeted stun with a really good AP ratio. Pre-rework, Evelyn and Syndra share a voice actress. Who it actually is undisclosed. This seems like a popular theory, but I haven't found any evidence. Rylai's Crystal Scepter is named after Rylai Crestfall from the Dota series. I think this one's just referring to third-party gambling sites. Narzies was a League of Legends YouTuber that was unpopular amongst other League of Legends YouTubers. One of his videos would call out What the Fast, which was sponsoring a lot of League YouTubers at the time. And another video of his, League YouTubers vs Standards, was about a Skype group made by League YouTubers that would help them influence Reddit. This video stirred up quite a lot of drama, to the point where even Keemstar made a video about it. It must have been a slow week on Twitter if the only thing that Keemstar had to report was League of Legends drama.
Look at this
Which makes him look like an idiot. Of course,
Hi, put it down. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Remember the name, boy? What the fuck on my screen, baby? You don't fuck with me.
Darian was like the living meme of pro play.
Okay, again, look at this. Gragas is coming around. Here is Lee Sin as well. The Q is going to land. Can Darian survive this one? He's going to jump over the wall. Can you believe it? The swag load again walks away. Diamond just talked about Darian. He's got Morellonomicon now.
Morellonomicon on Renegades.
I also found this clip.
Darian versus Rogan. Rogan is shit. I can beat him with only one hand. Да ну нет, ну... А, я птичку забыл, fuck!
I think this one's just supposed to reference Sunnysplosion and her highlight videos.
I can be the leader.
I'll do it.
No, I can be the leader. No, I can be the leader.
I got come down here! Let's go that way! Oh, you're pathing!
Dude, thanks for the game.
League of Memories is a custom server that tries to recreate Season 4.
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't really know. I really wish I could get the file. We'll see if we can at some point. I have 100 ping. It's alright.
Catch Me If You Can is the Easter egg between Caitlyn, Vi, and Jinx. Caitlyn and Vi get 1 bonus gold for killing Jinx, and Jinx gets 1 bonus gold for killing Caitlyn or Vi. Rivershen is an old story about a guy who would just call Rivershen instead of a role. He would then just run up and down the river ganking all the lanes. Hashinshin was banned on Twitch for grooming minors. The FBI apparently cleared him, but he's still banned on Twitch, so I don't know. Dodged LOL was a highlights channel that focused on pro play. Solwolf was a League of Legends YouTuber that was best known for his Break the Meta series. He uploaded this video announcing that he can't make videos anymore.
I don't think I can make videos anymore.
He removed most of the videos from his channel, but he recently uploaded for the first time in 5 years. Susan is just NASA spelt backwards. The Tribunal was a system where players could determine if someone should be banned or forgiven. There used to be an Easter egg in the game where if multiple ninjas were on one team, they'd have 1 less max health. The community often ships Riven and Zac because Zac was teased in Riven's Battle Bunny skin. Through Blade of the Ruin King and the lore, the Ruin King has basically always been set up to be a champion eventually. And now Viego's what we got.
Right through the Counter-Strike! Oh, I fucking love it! It's like having fun, except go fucking kill yourself, Riot. Just go fucking kill yourself. God damn it, dude!
Black Market Brawlers was a rotating game mode, the goal of which was to upgrade your minions. It also had some unique items. My favorite one was Trickster's Glass, which is basically Nico's passive. As far as I can tell, this isn't confirmed, it's just a theory. They are both from the Void though. Team Builder was basically the early version of the draft pick we have now. You would preemptively pick your role and champion, and join teams looking for players. Alternatively, you could create a team and look for players. I love Team Builder, but it took me forever to find a team because nobody wanted a Azir ADC. Curse Voice was a voice chat program, but it also counted ult and jungle timers. Because of that, it counted as cheating and was banned from the game.
I wonder... Go ahead and ward over here. Wow, can I really not get the ward over? There's a ward range on this. I hate this game. I hate this game so much. Oh my god.
April Fool's 2016 was the first ever Draven Day. For Draven Day, they added Draven heads to every champion.
So this game I wanted to play Pigeon, but everybody's Draven. They made everybody Draven. Right, how could you do this to me? Everyone's Draven. How could you do this?
I'm here to share my highly competitive 900 elo Spawn Karthus build. The principle here is very simple. Confuse and disorientate the enemy by never leaving Spawn Fountain. Now get your keyboard and remove all unnecessary keys. You will know when you've removed all unnecessary keys. SaveHD was probably one of the first ever content creators for League of Legends. He doesn't upload on his YouTube channel very often anymore, but he still streams. Also, there was a time period where he quit League of Legends. I don't know what this one's referring to. I mean, I know everyone has to start somewhere, but even in SKT's early days, they were doing pretty well. Xpeke in Shocks is just a meme.
Me was to just come here and meet all the fans and obviously see her pretty face every morning makes it a lot better.
Wow.
You've gone all red, Shocks.
Yeah, I've gone all red. Finally, Xpeke, you guys are at the top of the...
And a meme was born, the shipping was born. Oh my god. Now that I watch this again, the more and more I feel like this was a setup, because look.
Tell us what their favourite moment was of the week and why. What was Xpeke's favourite moment this week so far?
That look they give each other. That look they give each other, Joe and Peke. It seems like that's what they talked about beforehand.
A lot of skin lines are set in their own universe, with their own separate lore and short stories. The most well-known are probably Star Guardian, Odyssey, and Project. On Aaron, if Braum feeds a Poro, it'll gain his mustache. At the time, Tom Zilius Cadwell, who Zillion is named after, was opposed to the idea of adding an armored bear to the game, so they added this Easter egg between Volibear and Zillion. Around 6 months ago, it was discovered that red and blue cannon minions aren't equal. Blue cannon minions had 20 more units of range than red ones. Phantom Lord was a League of Legends content creator, but eventually he moved to CSGO. If you can remember the CSGO gambling scandal, that was him. Nidalee used to have a secret passive where she would give XP to teammates who were a lower level than her.
Get it? It's because she's a cougar.
There aren't a lot of images around about champions before their ascension, but this is what Xerath looked like. And more importantly, this is what Azir looked like. What the Fast was a program that was supposed to lower your ping in-game. From what I found, unless you were playing the game at 100 ping, it wouldn't really do anything. What the Fast also sponsored a lot of League YouTubers, which makes it a great segue into the next one.
Whoa, what the Fast is up, Pimps and Play?
Bro Fresco used to be a League YouTuber, but now he's pretty much removed everything on his channel. And now I think he runs an influencer agency? One of Swain's voice lines basically confirms that him and LeBlanc were intimate at one point.
I suppose this makes us enemies with benefits.
Both got buckets.
Magic.
You want to do it?
Okay.
When Urgot was reworked, they gave him
shotgun knees. Shotgun knees. Shotgun knees.
During the time period where Tyler 1 was indefinitely banned, him and Freak had some beef here and there.
You have no mana, bitch. You have no mana!
They seem to be on good terms since Tyler 1 reformed.
I've never seen a man so gorgeous.
And Freak, how did this amazing friendship come about?
Yeah, well, you see, I was informed one day that I had no mana. And I needed to find a solution to this problem, and I found a man who buys 6 tiers in half his games. And I realized the solution!
Dynamic queue was basically flex queue how we have it now, but it was the only option for ranked, and everyone seemed to hate it. During the first Earth event, you weren't able to play Kassadin or Ryze.
Next up on the hit list was Kassadin. After looking at some global data on bans, it became clear that people just don't want Kassadin in the game. Accordingly, he's been deleted. We also removed Rise.
So I don't actually know what this is referring to. The only thing I could think of was Anivia's E, but unlike Cassiopeia's E, it only works with her own abilities. Blitzcrank's Poro Roundup was a game that was available for a limited amount of time. During pro games that were rather uneventful, the crowd would often cheer over ward kills.
Again, the thing is, it's very hard for Rocket to siege with this combi. I mean, LeBlanc doesn't do too much tower damage. Celabar fairly short range, and there it is!
Or overpower. Needlessly large rod and his fiendish
Yay!
Are you going to start tuning for wards now as well?
Yes.
I couldn't find a reason why Triforce Vayne would be anything special. But wow, there are a lot of clickbait videos about it. I don't know what Season 0 is supposed to be. I guess just anything before this patch. So, all of these. A Messiah is a play with Twisted Fate, where you alt gold card and immediately use Zhonya's. A lot of items and champions are named after people who work at Riot or players. The most well-known is probably the Total Biscuit. There's also a guy named Athene who's like running a cult now or something.
We're going in, baby! We're going in! Stop the ports! Stop the ports! Stop the ports! I repeat! It's gotta be stopped! Trundle! It's only Trundle, people! Stop the ports! Whoa! The cane must be stopped! If it doesn't stop, you gotta stop the ports! Stop the ports!
The Watchers are ancient beings from the Void. They created the Iceborn and the prototype Voidborn. The Howling Abyss was created by Ornn to contain them. Now I don't know what this is supposed to refer to, but I think it might just be referencing that Sona's lore was closely tied to summoners, which were removed.
Only you can hear me, Summoner. What masterpiece shall we play today?
Swain also has a voice line hinting that Fiora could be a lesbian.
She spurned so many suitors. I wonder they did not see why.
Again, this seems to be something that YouTubers love to clickbait, but it was played in pro play once.
So surreal, we have to wait for 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, because there's an outside chance it's actually going to be a Jungle Lulu. It is, it's Jungle Lulu.
I don't know what Disco Death is supposed to mean. It could be referencing Disco Nunu, which just trolls and dies a lot. I found this too, which was kind of interesting. There are a lot of websites out there that allow you to buy level 30 accounts. These accounts are leveled up through custom bots, and if you create a new account, it's not very hard to find some on ARAM. And it's just funny to think that there are probably games out there where all 10 players are made up of these incompetent leveling bots. Mobile Legends was a MOBA made for mobile devices, and they were sued by Tencent for basically copying League of Legends. Earlier I mentioned the meme that Kiori is a Dunkey copy. Dunkey himself also liked to meme on him a bit, but I'm sure it was all in good fun.
Now if we're talking Dunkey clones, we have to first acknowledge the godfather of Dunkey clones, Kiori. This guy copied me so hard that he stopped making League of Legends videos. Like, damn man, I actually believe that if I die in real life, Kiori will die a week later.
What?
Cho'Gath Eats the World was a Flash game created for April Fool's 2013. It's a reference to the game Rampage World Tour. In Azir's Champion Spotlight, he has a different voice actor.
The name Azir shall once again crack the sky.
Hey Mordekaiser, let's go gank top. Is your ultimate ready?
Brazil.
No, I'm not Brazilian.
Please.
Do I look like an ATM to you, you fucking bastard?
Report you.
You can't report me for that, you piece of shit.
Mordekaiser is Beroni.
In 2017, during the NALCS Spring Finals, a pigeon flew into the Coliseum. Everybody loved him, and at one point he even played for a team. Chicks Dig Elo was an esports team. More importantly, it's also a meme. But is it true though? For this video I made sure to find out.
Borm, wanna help me with the video?
I can try.
Do chicks dig Elo? Actually.
This comment pretty much confirms that he is not a Riot employee. I remember hearing about some sort of controversy, but after some digging I was only able to find these 3 screenshots. Also this.
Should just fucking kill myself, holy fuck, man!
Everyone has bad days, but not everyone has great videos. There's a popular theory that Jhin is Orianna's dad. Howling Abyss got a reskin for Gangplank's rework. It was available for a limited amount of time, but if you still want to try it out, you can thank the community for custom skins. This refers to the AFK Blitzcrank bait. I looked this up, but I couldn't find any information on bot quotes for when you lose. I'm pretty sure they only ever said GG. A blue pill was a consumable item that would let you teleport to the base. It was removed during the alpha stages of the game and reworked into the recall feature. On his release, there was a Tom Kench bug that would let him kill his teammates.
Alright, I'm gonna kill my teammate. Right into the wall, motherfucker! Boom! Yes, I got gold for it! Yes, we fucking did it, baby! Whoa! Just like on Drama Alert! Woo!
That is a lot of goo on the ground.
Oh my lord.
It's okay!
That's a cake! Oh! He can have his cake and eat it too! Ultra Rapid Fire Mode delivers! The cake is not a lie here.
Froggen is a League of Legends pro, but I couldn't find any information on him ever being doxxed, so I don't know what this is getting at. All Chat was a show that would show off community-made creations. There's a clip of Dyrus, who's usually known for being very quiet, yelling at Reggie.
I said fucking sorry! I said sorry! How hard is it to fucking accept sorry? Fucking right.
State of the League is a very old League of Legends podcast. I'm sorry, I don't know very much about it. Thresh's passive will give him 2 souls for Nunu, but only 1 for Sejuani. Some people say this references the meme that gingers have no soul, but her hair doesn't look very ginger to me. Riot is in fact developing an MMO. Nikasaur was the host of a YouTube series called Summoner's Showcase. She seems to have left quite the lasting impression on the community. Hotshot GG and Lily Pichu were partners at one point. I don't exactly know why it's on the iceberg. I couldn't find anything out of the ordinary. The knight that's often used in champion teasers and artworks was given the name Helmet Bro by the community. Montecristo and the Renegades refers to an LCS controversy. Here's my best attempt at explaining it. Chris Badawi was the owner of Renegades, but he was forced to step down because he was accused of trying to poach players. Montecristo then became the owner of Renegades, but after a while they were forced to disband the team completely, because Riot accused them of making a deal with Badawi behind Riot's back. Remember the website I mentioned before? This refers to a comic you can find over there. Vi's original concept was a girl on roller skates. The Darkin Theory is the theory that the Darkin were created by the Targonians to combat the Void. The Darkin were made corrupted, so that while fighting the Void, they themselves wouldn't become corrupted by it. This theory was later proven to be almost true, the only difference being Darkin were created from Shuriman Ascensions. I hope I got this right, I'm not too familiar with the lore. In 2010, for Halloween, Riot added the Horrowing map, which featured Earth the Manatee. Ever since KDA was a thing, there were memes about a male version. This one's my favorite. Among other things, Faker's known for always using the default skin. In this clip, he gets a pentakill while using an SKT skin.
살려주세요! 펜타킬! 펜타킬! 아싸, 게이드. 여러분, SKT 신드라를 했으면 펜타킬을 할 수 있습니다.
I'm pretty sure this just refers to this clip.
I've actually got a hashtag Ask Crepo question of my own. And Crepo, I know you're single. I know you're looking for love. Will you be my Valentine?
Of course I would, quick shot.
Aww. There you have it.
Quick shot with the Kanye interruption.
In 2015, a Nautilus statue was put underwater to create an artificial reef. This is a picture that was taken 2.5 years later. There used to be a green buff on Twisted Treeline. It would give attack speed and cooldown reduction. It was removed relatively early with Twisted Treeline's rework. A lot of people thought that the Kled Champion Spotlight was cringy.
Kled's ultimate ability is called Charge!
I don't know, I didn't think it was too bad.
Thanks for tuning in to the Kled Champion Spotlight. Charge! Into Kled's archive by clicking the links to learn more.
After finishing a game on Howling Abyss, you used to be able to wait 30 seconds and Lysandra would start a speech.
The Howling Abyss, a bottomless crevasse surrounded by an ancient fortress carved into a glacier.
I'm pretty sure this is a reference to an old YouTube video made by the channel That Is OP.
And that's it. 3 minutes 21 seconds for the shortest game ever.
Also, today I learnt League of Legends has speedruns. This one would probably fit a Smash Bros. Iceberg better. Back when there was a lot of controversy around the Smash community. Sky also had some around him, and there's a lot of videos out there explaining it. I could have gone my whole life not knowing this existed. But no, I had to make this stupid video. Well, looks like I'm done playing Azir. Riot Light. I have zero clue what this is supposed to be. I found absolutely nothing. If you have any idea what this is supposed to be, please leave it in the comments. The sound effects for Zac were indeed made with a condom. Garena is the publisher for League of Legends in Southeast Asia. They have their own client, and at one point it was discovered there was a crypto miner inside it. Maybe that's why the client's so bad. Joe Miller was a big fan of Soraka and the bananas.
Do you think Soraka is ever going to be coming back into the competitive scene, or does she need some tweaking?
What's your opinions?
My opinion is you should build her with the Hurricane, because then she fires 3 bananas at once. That's how you make Soraka viable.
Remilia was an LCS player. She passed away in 2019.
Looking for a sneaky gank route here. Will he see Crumbs? He is going to see Crumbs. They left the bush.
Well, I don't know if Lee Sin wins this matchup, though. It feels like Gragas is so scary this early on. And wow, Chris is there. Lantern is, barely one hit away. The hook lands. This is bad for Chris. He's going to get knocked into the turret. Has to flash away. Well played, Dramilia. Scary for Crumbs, but now bot lane's under pressure. Maple Street.
EU West is EU Best. It's true because it rhymes. I'm pretty sure this is referring to the Skype group made to influence Reddit, the one that was on Drama Alert that I talked about earlier. With the addition of Tom Kench, they added grey health. Players affected by color blindness had a hard time seeing it. Riot eventually added a fix. Champions and skins that have sunglasses on will take 1 reduced damage from Leona's passive. Zyra and her plants will also grow slightly. The Chronoshift project attempts to recreate the beta, Season 1 and Season 2 of League of Legends. Riot was accused of forcing casters to say HKA instead of Hong Kong attitude. They denied the accusations, but, you know. JonTron has a League of Legends YouTube channel. He abandoned the project pretty quickly, but it's still there. Also, quick tangent here. Does anyone else find it almost weird when a content creator that has no League content whatsoever turns out to be a League player? Like IndieMouse, for example.
Hey guys, decided to take a little break from God of War. So I'm just playing a quick game of League before I jump back into it.
And I swear I've heard Jerma mention Jin before, but I couldn't find a clip anywhere. Anyone else get that feeling? No? Maybe I'm just really weird. Go to the next one. This kinda points to the theory that Tyler 1's ban and reform was staged to set an example. And while I don't think it's necessarily true, Riot did use his ban to draw the line on where the punishment is for intentionally feeding on stream. And because he is a good content creator, people partnered with him once he was reformed. While there isn't a League of Legends board game, Riot did make Mechs vs Minions. Also, I guess there's like this other one now, too. I couldn't find anything that would lead me to believe that Tencent spies on North America with League of Legends. But Tencent does own part of Epic Games, and they were in that controversy about stealing Steam information. I'm not really sure about this one. It might refer to this game where Fnatic was extremely far ahead, but this is about all I found. Like I said, I don't really know much when it comes to pro play. Yep, this one's true. I don't know what else to say about it. Jat was an LCS player and caster, and I'm pretty sure everyone calls him a scumbag because he once tried to play for 2 teams at once. Pay-to-win skins are skins that give you a slight advantage, usually because the hitboxes aren't correctly portrayed by the visual effects. A lot of these skins are also banned in pro play. The most well-known are probably iBlitzcrank and Underworld Twisted Fate. DJ Sona at one point also had a bug that would allow her to mitigate some of the effects of a taunt or charm. If you want to know all the skins that'll give you an advantage, there are so many YouTube videos about it. I'm almost certain this is referring to the really old controversy of Pendragon. Basically, he created the Dota All-Stars community website. The website became extremely popular and it was basically the home of the Dota community. But once he started working on League of Legends, he just turned the website into a League of Legends ad. Understandably, the Dota community was pissed. Crepo and Froggen once just switched roles during the champion select.
Yeah, he is. What do you want me to say? There's the pull coming in. Voidal is going to get actually sandwiched up there. And look at Diamond. Bullet time comes over. They actually lose one man. It's a double kill coming in for Yellow Pete, but they're turning this one around nicely. But here comes Froggen. Flashes in. Wall goes down. He's Crepo, sorry.
This refers to the controversy where Azubu Frost cheated by looking at the big screen minimap during Worlds.
Coming from Azubu Frost, and like I said, it's completely aggressive. They want to get every single kill that they can, and they want to do it one by one. Like I said, Team Solo.
In his spare time, Blitzcrank runs a dating service. I couldn't figure out what pulling a Joe Miller is. Maybe it's messing up while casting?
The flash pulverized. Tess flashes away, but he's exhausted as well. He's gonna. To be honest, Jason, up until now, his ultimates have been on point. It's been pretty sensational.
Back in Season 2 or 3, in the LCK, if both teams had 2 wins, the tiebreaker game was done with a blind pick. At the time, this was new to North Americans, so Twitch chat went crazy with WTF 2 Shens. And that's how this meme was born. All of the music skin lines share one universe. During the LCS, Gambit and SK Gaming were forced to rematch due to an Aatrox bug. The bug would allow Aatrox to heal every other auto attack instead of every 3.
Our top story today, the esports industry bore witness to the consequences of personal greed. AHQ's Chan Promise Min Ki attempted to commit suicide after leaving a haunting tell-all note on Facebook explaining how AHQ was pressured into throwing their games by manager No Day Cho.
I'm almost certain I've heard something before along the lines of Nautilus is an inside joke with the devs, but all I was able to find were these Twitter videos by the devs. League players in Southeast Asia generally have a bad experience because of Garena. Horrible player support and having to jump through expensive hoops to buy certain skins are just a few of the problems that they have. There's a fan-made League of Legends animated series, and it's all in Chinese, but it has English subtitles. In the 2014 LCS contract, Riot added that streamers are not allowed to stream certain games, like Dota 2 or Hearthstone. Here's a tweet, but that's all I could find. Also, I find it funny that this is what Grow scores on the Iceberg for, and not any of his other controversies. I have no idea what the incorrect payment option scandal is. Usually it's pretty easy to find information on scandals, but nothing. I couldn't find anything. Here's a fun fact for you. 100% of League of Legends players eventually die. Dumb statistics aside, we've already talked about a few players who've passed away. And this also happened that one time. I also couldn't really find anything here. I'm starting to think some of these entries were just to ruin my YouTube recommendations. I found this custom skin though, so at least it's not absolutely nothing. And now, for the deepest part of the iceberg. Seraphine. Now I'll admit it, I moved her down to the bottom. She was in the first tier in the original, but I think it's warranted, because Seraphine's story goes much deeper than you'd think. Now, because you've all probably watched 17 Seraphine is bad videos before, I'm gonna keep it short. Most of Seraphine's abilities feel like they were stolen from a Sona rework.
Healed. Soon they'll be feeling Seraphine.
Her abilities are also very supportive, which would make you think that she's a support champion, but you're wrong, she's a mid laner. Support as a role was not mentioned once in the champion spotlight.
She's more of a wave clear mid laner than a bully.
Even though they tried their hardest to market her as a mid laner, she still fits best in the support role.
She's the melodic mid lane mage with massive potential.
Keep in mind, even though she's the highest win rate ADC in the game, she's still just buying Moonstaff. Consistently since her release, she's been played more as a support than a mid laner. But she's been receiving buffs that try to push her into the mid lane because there are more mid lane players, which means more skin sales.
Seraphine, base health growth increased, self-shield increased. So the thing that I want to talk about here is the really weird thing that Riot's trying to do. If you guys remember, Riot intentionally brought Karma and Lulu out of mid and top lane because they didn't want those champions who had supportive kits to appear normally in mid and top lane. They did this to other champions as well that they wanted to shift into the support role. And for some unholy reason, Riot, skins, money, are trying to really push Seraphine into solo lane Seraphine, even though she's one of the best supports currently existing inside of the game with the change to the new items, the way that the meta is right now. Her kit is just so overloaded. It is so strange how such a good and strong champion consistently keeps getting aid skins money. And so basically what's going to end up happening is eventually she's just going to be pick or ban, and everyone's going to want to play her, which is going to turn into buying skins money. And right, you know, I mean, it's going to be a song for the ages, you know. We're going to sing home about it, you know.
On patch 11.3, Seraphine received her first ever nerf, and she's still one of the strongest champions in the game. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with a champion being released through social media accounts. The problem is these were all to generate hype to sell a skin, and not the champion. Remember when they made Gun Goddess Misfortune cheaper, because it only had 4 forms? Well, Seraphine only has 3, and it's full price, and the pricing does actually make a difference. Not only the champion design, but the lore also makes me think that Runeterra Seraphine was an afterthought to the main idea, KDA Seraphine. And to think, all of this bullshit just to sell a skin. Hey, I just want to say thanks for watching. I really appreciate you watching the whole 50-minute video. If you did sit through the whole 50 minutes, then you probably thought it was at least somewhat of a good video. And in that case, I'd really appreciate if you would like and share it. A few months back, a friend of mine messaged me after noticing how well my Azir guide was doing. You know, that one video that's carrying my entire channel? Anyways, basically he made a prediction that by next Christmas, I'm gonna have 100k subs and 2k viewer average on Twitch. Now that goal seems almost impossible, but I might as well try. So what do you say? Wanna share the video? Help me out a bit?